The beautiful game, for the most part, perfect, right? Although we often hear how elements from other sports could be implemented into the game. For example, rugby, will we ever see referees mic'd up? Could managers go on and challenge decisions just like in tennis? And what about football fans mixing and drinking in the stands just like in cricket? Probably not. However, we are going to take a leaf from basketball. I love a good long-range strike. You love a good long-range strike. We all bloody love a good long-range strike. From way downtown, in this match, if you score from outside the box, just like in basketball, you get 3 goals. Let's go. Yeah, we're back with another football experiment. Actually did one of these last week as we played a game with no offsides. How did it affect the game? Go and check it out after this. This week, as you just heard, basketball rules. I brought my dog along to witness the spectacle. Say hello to Lola. Obviously, we've got the band back together. And we're facing up to a side called Bear FC, and they're actually warming up. I'm scared. Anyway, let's catch up with some of the guys involved. You're going to be alert today, aren't you?
I'll have a go, yeah.
Because
wait this week.
It's shoot on sight pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, with the wind, I know it's going to be fun.
I've seen some of your saves.
Yeah.
We've all seen some of your saves. This game is made for you, isn't it? Score from outside the box, you get 3 goals.
3 goals? It's alright.
Question for you. That's what I was going to say. Like, if you score 1 goal, but it obviously counts for 3, is it a hat trick? So if you score 2 today, it's a double hat trick.
All over that. That's the target.
How was last week for you?
Challenging.
What are you expecting today?
Well, it's not the greatest conditions, a little bit windy. It's an interesting concept that you've brought up.
I think it's an amazing idea and I'd like to see it in football. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. I know you won't. See you later, mate. Obviously, if you missed last week, you wouldn't know that I got the Palmers boys back together. If you don't know about Palmers FC, then, well, can we have a conversation? I don't know. We are pretty much ready to go. Aim of the game, long-range shots, get those goals.
Good start, boys.
The perfect start. No, really, the perfect start. If you watched last week's video, you'll notice that we had a couple of ringers. I mean, are they ringers if we're not a team anymore? Anyway, this is Jack. Jack's back as he looks to put Callum through. New signing Nick in the way, but it's a little bit overhit and that's straight into the keeper's arms. We'll continue on this near side, throwing from Bear FC. Andre wins the header, nodded on by Jamie in the middle. Picked up by Tommy, who never loses possession, does he?
Don't even bother. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. What a belly.
Oh dear, I don't know what's worse, seeing the number 2 shirt dispossessed, which of course led to this goal 5 minutes into the game. Or could it be the celebration? The kids these days, they love it, don't they? But look, if you're going to celebrate against the Palmers FC, you need to stay away from the camera. Just back up a little bit, otherwise you're just going to look like this. And I'm fairly certain this is not how you intended to look. It's 1-0 to the Bear FC.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm hungry, so I've decided to visit the food and refreshments. I'm still on the game, so we won't be missing anything. Whilst here, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, which is no longer a secret. So we mentioned it last week, but in case you missed it, the sponsor of these videos and our shirts, as you can see, is Whatnot. But what is Whatnot? Whatnot is the #1 global live shopping platform for collectors and enthusiasts if you're into your comic books, Pokemon cards, sports cards, fashion. And this, of course, is where we come in. Now, not only are we auctioning off these football shirts that you see right here, but some of the old school ones that you fell in love with over the years. And if you sign up via the link in the description, we will give you £10 towards your first purchase. Huzzah! The big live auction is going to be on the 15th of August, so make sure you sign up via that link, grab your free 10 quid, and I will see you on the night, and hopefully you can grab yourself a piece of internet history. Back to the game. So still within the first 10, and we're struggling to get into this game, I can't lie. We'll get there though, I'm sure. Obviously 1-0 down, a simple strike from outside the box, ripping into the top corner could send us 3-1 up. Which man is going to be brave enough to do that though? Scottish! He's fearless, he'll definitely shoot on sight if need be. Loves a goal, but doesn't score many of them, of course. I've got Jack there whipping in a lovely ball, headed away by the defender, and look who it is. Come on, score! Possession's becoming a bit of a thing as Tommy heads it down to Callum Bloss. He's someone that can hit from distance. That one's blocked. And look who's following up.
No, but like honestly, if he scores a banger like later on in this game, you've just got to keep hyping up all of these shots he has.
We all want to see it, don't we? Stay tuned.
Scottish! One more and you're coming off.
13 on the clock and we continue to look for an equaliser and or something that can put us in the lead. As Jamie puts it up to Jack, it's a lovely flick inside to Blossy. He can bang, he's on the left. Bang it. Bang it. Bang it. Blossy, just pull the trigger, please. Oh, he's going in the box. Now he shoots. This is not going to plan. I'm after screamers. It is interesting how most of the players have forgotten the assignment. Despite blazing wide and over, Scottish is the only one that's giving it a good go. Well, we're still going, and I'm fairly certain if we can keep it up, then, well, we'll get our rewards at some point. Unfortunately, Jack didn't get the memo today. He thought we were doing ice hockey. And so just like that, it's 1-1. Our opponents wanted the free kick. What do you guys think in the comments below? The ref didn't see a problem with it, which allowed Jack to get his first ever goal in an orange shirt. He's dreamed of this moment for a long time. He's finally got it, but he's just clocked on about something.
Should have run it out.
He should have run it out. Could have been 3-1. But it's not. The score in the top corner there is right. It's 1-1. As the game goes on, we continue to press, and it's Josh Knowles running it over the halfway line here, putting it out to Callum Palmer. He sets it back for Mr. Callum Bloss, who can hit them, but he's giving it back to Cal Palmer. Shift it out onto that right and bang, but no, he's gone on the inside with his left and hit it straight at the keeper. Approaching 20 minutes now, and still looking for the goal that's going to take us into the lead, or the goals that's going to take us into the lead as Josh Knowles puts it into the box. What's Scottish doing up there? He's actually done all right there. He's won us the penalty. Jack holding the ball in his hands, but it's taken off him by Scottish, who's going to take this one.
Scottish! 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 If you miss, you're coming off.
It was close, wasn't it? But nonetheless, we're 2-1 up. Scottish gets on the score sheet. Smiles all round. So we brought you 3 goals in just over 20 minutes, but still nothing from outside the box. Is anyone going to take advantage of this rule? Possibly, because Bear FC are about to get themselves a free kick on the edge. So number 16 stands over this one. What can he produce? And just like that, it's Desmond 2-2, but it could have easily been 4-2 to Bear FC had this gone straight in off the post. It wasn't to be. Fair play to the number 19, reacting quickest, sending that one into the back of the net. They've just gone and leveled this one up. And so we kick off, and we're bringing you goals. So many bloody goals, because 2 minutes later, Jack picks it up, back to goal, sends it through. Callum Palmer on the edge of the box here. 1-on-1 with the keeper at this point.
Shoot, shoot. That's it.
Do it. Go on, do it. Do it. Do it.
Stop.
And there you have it. We take the lead and we take advantage of this rule today. Or law, should I say. Refs are always on my back about saying rules. It's the laws of the game. Cal Palmer dinks it from outside the box over the keeper. It's a really good finish. A finish worthy of 3 goals, you might say. Well, today it certainly is worth that. And here he is showing the appropriate distance to do a celebration. Future teams that we're playing, take note. But wait a minute.
He's only giving one. That's 3 though. Brett, that was 3. 100%!
No way, that was outside. That was outside, ref.
But if we look back, I think it's quite obvious from our angle that it was outside the box. Can't argue with the ref for what he saw. And after thinking we're 5-2 up, it's actually gone back to 3-2.
About 4 yards.
That word. No way.
So after being denied 3 goals, I get the feeling that we're trying to make it happen now. But laws like this can be distracting. I guess if we just cracked on and played our game, we'll eventually end up with 3 goals anyway. Well, there's one, and it came from a Josh Knowles cross. It was an unfortunate touch from the defender. Luckily for us, Andre, right place, right time to net that one. That's 2 in 2 weeks for him. See you next week, mate. It's Palmer's 4, Bear FC 2. Gig off. And within a minute, Bear FC back in possession with the keeper here. Picked up by SE Don's new potential signing, Kim. And doesn't he wish the camera missed that? Again, what's Scottish doing up there? Anyone that's watched Palmer's FC over the years would probably have never heard me say Scottish is on a hat-trick. It's a bit of a spectacle that he even got 1, but here's 2. And that thump into the back of the net makes it 5-2 to the Palmer's FC. Kick off. So as we start to run away with the game, you can imagine Bear FC's new tactic is just shoot on sight. Have it. But remember, that goes in. They equal up the game. More chances coming our way with old school captain Jamie hitting it from distance. Have a dig! Didn't happen today. Then we had Jack's glancing effort, which went over the bar. And I never had Blossy down as one that would dive. Final chance of the half went to Bear, and as I say, they can equal it up with a shot from distance, and they're actually going to go for it here, but that was, yeah, no. Oh, it's a burn. I thought it was outside. It was outside. It was outside. You're going to have to chat to the ref. So we scored a goal from outside the box, what we thought, but you've chalked it off, right?
Correct. From my angle.
From your angle. I'll leave it with you, actually. So if you're going to chalk it off, we'll chalk it off, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's correct.
Okay. That's real shame. Have you ever scored a hat-trick for Palmer's?
I can't, mate.
Do you think it could...
Mate, if you're letting it fucking run.
It's the day-to-day.
I'm hoping so.
Before we get into the second half, don't forget to download Whatnot, and be sure to go via the invite link in the description below, because you'll get £10 free credit towards an old school Palmer shirt or anything else on the site.
Oh, no, we ain't even got a line on!
It's something that you'll only hear at grassroots football. Anyway, we've made some swaps, and here's Tommy's next door neighbour on the ball. I think we did reveal his name at some point, so go and look for that on the Palmer's channel. But he stuck a lovely ball out to Jack on this near side, who's going to look to... Oh, I don't know what he's going to do here. Should really be shooting. He's done that, and it's blocked. I do like Jack. He leaves everything on the line, and he's very disappointed when things don't go his way. Now, if you cast your mind back to the 2020 season, you might remember Sonny against Burnley running it from the edge of his box right up to the other end and scoring. I was actually lucky enough to witness that one live at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm here to witness this one live as Andre replicates it. There is one difference, though.
3,000.
Yeah, he didn't score, but we got the corner, and well...
Yeah!
The atmosphere is dead right now as the game is, well, pretty much wrapped up. Jack getting his second ever goal for Palmer's FC. Definitely an honour now. He's on the brace, going for the hat-trick, just like Scottish. Who's going to get there first, if any of them? But it's Palmer's FC 6, Bear FC 2. And kick-off. And I did mention that Bear are out of this game, but really they're not. One shot from outside the box that rips the back of the net. They're right back in it. Let's see how the rest of the game flows. It starts off with Jacob pulling up, and Scottish is back on the field to grab a hat-trick. And who's going to help him get that hat-trick? Well, we're rolling back the years here. You might remember Super Dan. Still got those awful blue boots as he puts it up for Scottish, but it's a little bit overhit. Still plenty of time to get the hattie, though. Now, in a strange turn of events, for some reason, we see Callum Palmer at centre-back. That's a football experiment in itself, but there's Jack. Off the shoulder, past the keeper. Just needs to put it in the back of the net for free, but... It's unlucky. Anyway, Cal Palmer at the back again. Looks like Andre's going to make his way for Josh Knowles, who's coming back on the field. Blossy looks up and sticks it over the top to who? It's the old school captain, Jamie. He's beaten the offside trap. He's outside the box. Keeper off the line.
No way.
I think we've actually got two defenders up top at the moment in Scottish and Jamie. This ball's going to go up to Jamie. Oh, it's a fantastic, tidy tackle from the defender there. Ball becomes loose and Bear can clear the lines. Might be a bit early to call a man of the match, but I've been very impressed with Jack today. Most of the time spent playing for our rivals, but could you imagine him in our squad over the years? He fits in really well, but that shot's just let him down there at the end. Score remains the same. Here's Callum Palmer now enjoying his role at centre-back at the moment, but looks like he's going to lose out here. Can't quite work out how our opponent's got a free kick there, but it's number 16 that launches it in. It's cleared out to the number 20. And there you have it, goal of the day by far. Number 20 catching it beautifully on the edge. It's going to count as the 3 goals. Our opponent's dead and buried at 6-2. At 6-5, they're very much back in it. But that scoreline could be about to change.
That's a try.
Yeah, that's a try, yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
No good. And every time Bear come forward, you think maybe they could get something out of this game.
Well in, Dan. I like that, Dan.
And so it's a free kick, pretty much in exactly the same position as last time. This time, though, goes straight into our keeper's arms. Our 50-year-old keeper. He probably hates me for saying that. But Tony, he's our 50-year-old goalkeeper. And he's been quick to send this one up over the halfway line. Jack's on the end of it.
Well played, fella!
And so we continue with that corner. And on the end of it, of course, is Jack.
He's so good, mate. He's so good in the air. He's so good.
He is so good. So good that that's enough for him. Yeah, definite man of the match for me today.
Jack, blinder, mate. Absolute blinder.
An honour to share the pitch with these legends, eh?
An absolute honour. Replacing Jack, we've got Webby. Much like the other defenders, he's going straight up top. Currently being jockeyed by that number 8 on the far side, but a quick turn of pace and look at him go. Big question is, can we see Webby on the score sheet today? The answer is...
Shit.
That's why he plays at the back.
Even Webby's old man giving him grief over there, but we're approaching the last 10 plus stoppage time. Ball's bouncing in the box. It's a miss hit from the 21. Number 20, who got our opponents back into it, picks it up, looks to go around Tommy, does that. Still in possession here as he's looking for an option. It's going to go towards the edge for the 18. Quick feet from him. It's a little stab at the ball for the equaliser. With all these law changes, it's only now I've just clocked on, but in this situation, if Tommy put it back to Tony and actually went in the back of the net, obviously an own goal, but outside the box, that's going to be 3 goals to our opponents. Not today, though. Having said that, we're living life dangerously.
No, Tony! No, Tony!
He's trying to couple it. Yeah.
Somehow we got out that one, but here's Tommy to show you exactly how it's done. Well, not completely. As time ticks on, Bear continues to press as they look for the equaliser and or more. I've already mentioned Tony's age, he's obviously 50, but I can promise you there's not many in their prime that can get down this well.
Oh my!
Great touch from the 16 to bring it down. All he had to do was put it into that bottom corner. He was there or thereabouts, but looking at Tony, he'd already preempted the shot. Brilliant from the man in yellow. And the score remains 6-5. On the balance of play, coming away with a draw, I feel like would be a good result for Bear. But fair play, they're looking at the long-range shots. Also looking to shore things up within the box as well. Glorious chance to get back into it, but that's rugby. Of course, we haven't forgotten about Scottish and his quest for a hat-trick. He's going to bring it down on the halfway line. Good touch there, as he then looks to get beyond the man, and he does that. And here you see he has a little look up. Keeper's off the line, he's dinked it. Wasn't to be. Hasn't been Blossy's day today. Long-range specialist. You'd think he'd have a go as he approaches the edge of the box, but he's gone around the keeper, and that one goes out for a goal kick. Well done. Looks like it's going to come down to one last chance, and it is going to be for Bear as number 21 looks to run through. It's inside the box, so if this does go in, equaliser at best, but Tony's there to collect, and that, my friends, is the final whistle. So that's 2 experiments down now. Out of the 2 we've done, I do like the basketball rules. As we saw today, it rewards teams for shooting from distance, and it definitely got Bear back into it. Let me know some experiments you'd like to see us do. Chuck them in the comments below. And before we go, make sure you download Whatnot and grab yourself £10 by following the link in the description below. And just lastly, thank you to Benfleet FC for allowing us to use the pitch and sorting us out some food after the game. We'll be back soon on this channel with some more football experiments in a bit.